Previously on TSR Live.
But then she meets the guy who makes her vagina buzz. The guy who's witty, makes fun of her, keeps her on her toes, takes care of himself, not afraid to call her out on her bullshit, and she wants to start fucking him. What she'll do here is she will put her best foot forward, and she starts talking about how she's independent on the outside, but traditional on the inside. Because deep down, like all women, she knows that men like traditional girls. She makes sure she's looking good all the time. Nails are always done, hair looking good every time she sees him. She gives him the pussy whenever he wants. She does everything right. After a while, she starts to realize the guy she's been fucking is a keeper. He's not just a booty call to her anymore, he's the kind of guy she can see herself with long term. So she steps up her game and gets invited to a second interview. In other words, he's told her he's thinking about becoming exclusive with her.
And now your man, Donovan Sharp.
How's your boyfriend lucky to have you? You're fucking your boss. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? You cannot out-train a bad diet. Never believe everything a woman tells you. She will always leave something out. You're always broke because you spend your money on dumb shit every month. If you've only slept with 5 guys, then why was it so easy to fuck you? What's up, guys? It's your man Donovan Sharp, and welcome to this edition of TSR Live, presented by Happy Hippo Herbals. Forgot to turn on my mic there. It is Monday, November 13th, 2017. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I know I did. I got a lot done, relaxed a little, had some fun. My girl actually took me out. She actually took me out to dinner on her dime, which is always good. Anytime I don't have to pay for food is a good thing. And listen, guys, it's okay for your girl to pay. All right, it's 2017. Women work. They get paychecks. They have money, and and if they want to spoil you, let them. All right, that doesn't take away from your masculinity. You're not going to lose man points or anything like that. If a woman wants to spend a little coin on you, let her. She's showing you that she views you as someone. She views you as someone who is worth investing in financially. Like Black Gnostic Speaks said on my show about a week or so ago. It also means she has skin in the game, which goes a long way in keeping her around. I'm not saying that you should make your woman spend money on you in order to keep you around, but I've said in the past that the more vested a woman is in terms of time, sometimes even, finances and resources, the more likely she is to stick around, because women want a return on their investment, just like we as men do. As you guys can tell, I'm starting at 6 o'clock. TSR Live is now going to move the start time to 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 3 p.m. Pacific. When I first started the show, I started at 5 o'clock. Then I decided to push it back to 5:30, but now I'm going to go ahead and push it back to 6, and this is the latest. This is it. This is the last move. I'm not going to push it to 6:30. I'm not going to push it to 7. This seems to work with my schedule a little bit better, especially on Mondays. I mean, today, man, I probably spent 2.5 hours on the phone, just taking care of business, talking to some of my old friends down in North Carolina. I'm going to be going there for the Thanksgiving holiday next week. So I've certainly been busy, but I think that a 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 Pacific start time is what's going to work best for all involved. I know a lot of guys out there say, hey, I can't believe I missed a live show. Well, not to worry, because I'm going to start a little bit later. I'm going to be starting at 6 o'clock Eastern, so that so hopefully you guys will start catching these live shows. Okay, let's get to it. In professional sports, guys, more specifically football, it's often said that the best ability is availability. If you're a player who gets injured a lot, it doesn't matter how talented you are, doesn't matter if your completion percentage is 75%, doesn't matter if you run a 4.2 40, doesn't matter if you had 5 sacks the game before, none of that matters if you are unable to play. Now, I don't know, for those of you guys who follow sports like I do, you're starting to see that NFL teams are starting to evaluate the intangibles, okay? They didn't used to do that back then. Usually, I would say up until Roger Goodell took office as the commissioner and started laying down some pretty hefty suspensions and fines for players who step out of line. A player's intangibles are now more important than ever. Teams now want to know what a player's attitude is like. What's he like upstairs? Is he crazy? Does he love football? Does he have a chip on his shoulder? Is he lazy? Is he entitled, etc.? Now, most teams are pretty good at evaluating talent. That's standard. Listen, all teams can see speed, they can see strength, they can see football acumen. It's easy to see that player X is either a guy who can make your team or a guy who's not. Simple, all right? But the teams that have the most success are the teams that are accurately able to they're accurately able to evaluate the intangibles and then cultivate that player to be the best that he can be. Now, he might be the fastest guy in the draft, but if he's got a drinking problem, he's probably not going to last that long in the league. A guy might have pinpoint accuracy and can read defenses like a book, but if he doesn't have good work ethic, he's going to be a bad quarterback. Gentlemen, it is the same thing with women. It is easy for us to evaluate a woman's attractiveness. We look at her and we either want to fuck her or we don't. The first and most important ability for a woman to have is fuckability. I've said this before. If she's not fuckable, guys, we're not interested. Doesn't matter if she can cook. Doesn't matter if she has a great personality. Doesn't even matter if she makes six figures. If we are not sexually attracted to her, we don't want to get with her. So if she's attractive, if she's fuckable, then most guys want her. But the guys who are able to accurately evaluate the intangibles that a woman has or doesn't have are the guys who are the most successful with women. These are the guys who rarely get burned, guys. The guys who suffer very little emotional or financial setbacks as a result of a bad relationship with a woman, if any at all. Now, these are the guys who are able to correctly judge a woman, then decide on whether or not he wants to continue with her, and then further cultivate good habits while mitigating her bad habits so she can be the best woman she can be. And it starts with recognizing the most important abilities a woman has to be considered for a long-term relationship. So I'm going to give you guys 10 of the most important abilities that a woman should have to be in the running for a long-term girlfriend or, gasp, possibly marriage. So here we go. Number 1, fuckability. We just talked about it. As I said before, guys, fuckability is the most important ability because if she's not fuckable, we're never going to find out about all of her other qualities because we're not attracted to her. So many girls out here are trying to push their fat friends off to guys. Talking about, well, she may not be a 10, but she's an awesome person, and that's all that matters, right? Wrong. She can be as awesome as Donovan Sharp, but if she doesn't give me a boner, she's going to keep all that awesomeness to herself. You gotta be fuckable. That is the most important ability. Number 2, availability. Men of value, 5%ers, men with red pill awareness, don't want to date a girl who's always fucking busy, all right? Yes, it's good for a woman to have a job. It's good for her to have a healthy social life. It's good for her to have productive hobbies. And it's good for her not to be sitting home every night for hours on end on Facebook and Instagram or swiping right for cock all the time. But too many girls out here are just too fucking busy, all right? They're never home. They're always out of town, a work function or spending time with friends. They're always doing something every day, every night, all weekend. That's not a bad thing as far as they're concerned, but a woman like this doesn't have the availability or the time to meet my needs as a man, all right? I'm not going to commit to a chick who's never around, all right? And 5%ers rarely do. If I want to go out to dinner or on a weekend getaway, I need to know that my girl's going to be there. I'm not trying to be with a chick whose schedule's always full. Number 3, trainability. Yes, gentlemen, I said trainability. A woman who is not trainable is a woman who is either single all the time or she's dating guys that she's not really interested, and then dudes wonder why women cheat so much, right? Well, one of the reasons is that most girls aren't trainable and most men don't know how to train them. Gentlemen, women need to be trained because they're raised with bad habits that are conducive to slutty behavior. Social media is something that needs to be trained out of them. Showing cleavage when they're not with you needs to be trained out of them. Checking in periodically is something they need to be trained to do. By the way, refer to episodes 53, 54, and 56 to learn how you should train your woman and the techniques involved with that training. A woman who isn't trainable is a woman that a man of value is not going to commit to. That's just all there is to it. Number 4, teachability. Now, this is a little different from trainability. Training a woman means training behaviors in and or out of a woman. A woman who is teachable is a woman who is willing to open her mind and accept new ideas about life and relationships. as in acknowledging the fact that successful relationships aren't 50-50, all right? Understanding that men and women aren't equal and so forth. Dealing with a hard-headed woman who cannot wrap her mind around the fact that you're the leader and she's the follower is a pain in the fucking ass, guys. She needs to be taught that a man makes most of the important big decisions. She needs to be taught that earning trust isn't a one-time thing. She needs to know that she has to earn your trust each and every day, and that the reset button is hit every day. She needs to be teachable in this regard. If a woman's going to be set in her ways, if she's not going to fall in line with the way you run your ship, she's not going to make a very good significant other. That's just all there is to it. Number 5, compatibility. Now, a lot of people think that compatibility means having a lot in common, all right? They think that if you don't like the same things, or have the same personality traits, or have the same religion or political views, that the relationship is doomed to fail. But guys, that's just not true, all right? Being compatible with someone just means you get along, all right? That's it. I know people who are the same in every way, and they can't fucking stand each other. I know a lot of guys like me. I can't stand those motherfuckers either. Familiarity breeds contempt. Then there's the axiom, opposites attract, and that's true in a lot of cases because one personality on one end of the spectrum complements the other personality on the opposite end. So long as you get along with a woman, so long as you guys generally enjoy each other's company, you're compatible with her. This means you're not fighting and bickering all the time about dumb shit. This means when you go out, you have a great time together. This means you genuinely enjoy each other's company. For example, I'll give you guys my own example. My girl and I, we are nothing alike, okay? I'm a high energy, intense guy. She's more laid back. I have an outgoing, gregarious personality. She's more of an introvert. I'm extremely regimented and disciplined. Her, not so much. But we get along well. We have a great time together. She helps me calm down when I start to lose my temper. I help her exercise discipline and consistency. We work well together because we're compatible, and it has nothing to do with what we do or don't have in common. If you're not compatible with a woman, she's going to end up being a lot more trouble than she's worth. TSR Live is brought to you by Happy Hippo Herbals, home of the highest quality kratom on the planet. If you are looking for a caffeine-free energy boost with laser focus and an enhanced mood for hours, look no further than Happy Hippo Kratom. They've got over 24 strains available at rock-bottom prices, and for a limited time, guys, save an additional 25% off. Save an additional 25% when you pay with Bitcoin. That includes your shipping. So go to happyhippoherbals.com today and take the first step in increasing your productivity and elevating your mood. That is happyhippoherbals.com. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Donovan_Sharp. Be sure to like my Facebook page, TSR Live with Donovan Sharp, and you can add me as well. Make sure, guys, that you send a message request so I know that you're not a bot. Trolls, I don't mind. Fatties, I don't mind. Feminists, I don't mind. Angry black women, I don't mind. Trolls, I do mind. So send that message request. You can find all episodes of TSR on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, the Google Play app on your mobile device, and of course right here on YouTube. And of course, for all things Donovan Sharp, go to donovansharp.com. There you will find all 224 installments of my show from beginning to end, including Sharp Shorts, TSR Sports Talk, The Sharp Reality, and of course all 155 episodes, including this one. You can also access the columns I've written for Return of Kings and NegroManosphere.com. I now have exactly 150 articles posted between the two sites since way back in 2013. So be sure to check those out if you're looking for a supplement to the show. And as we take our first break here and see who we've got in the chat, let me go ahead and pop out the chat here quickly. I love the pop out chat feature. It allows me to I don't have to deal with a bunch of bullshit in that regard. Very nice. Excellent. All right, cool. Let me go ahead and drag that down. I should have done this before. This is bad radio. I do apologize. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so I can't see that first person. It says like the video. I think that was probably Simply Deep 1985. Oh, that was weird. Let me restore the chat. I can't really see the beginning there. Okay, there we go. Beast Ninja 007. Good to see you in here. Shout out to you, my friend. Deep 1985. Good to see you in here as well. Shout out to you. All right, now I can see the whole thing. All right, excellent. Excellent. Freelance Ronin, shout out to you. Good to see you in here. Unseen Extreme, shout out to you, my friend. Beast Ninja 007 says, if she pays, my frame is A1. Straight up, dude. Listen, man, dude, I'll never forget. I was on the phone with my girl, and she was thinking about taking a trip to Hawaii. And I mean, she wasn't my main chick at the time, but we were talking. You know, we were. I mean, unbeknownst to me, we were in the process of being in a relationship. But she says, "Hey, would you like to go to Hawaii?" I said, "If you're paying, I'm playing." And from that humble beginning, we've got this. Freelance says, he said, "Gasp." Yeah, I do that for effect. I try to do that for effect. Shout out to you, a Black. Good to see you in here. Old School Writer says, "Damn, I'm late." No, actually, you're not. I just started. If you weren't in here earlier, TSR Live is now going to start at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific. So spread the word. I know a lot of you guys get in here a little bit late, and the 6 p.m. start time definitely works for me as well. It works a lot. It works a lot better for me. I was actually able to get on the air on time. I didn't think I'd make it, but like. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of work to put these shows together, and I've got a lot to do during my day, and it always seems like I'm under the gun as far as time is concerned. And I finally just said, "Fuck it, man. I need a later start." So here I am. I made it barely, but I want to be on the air at 6 o'clock every weeknight, so that my audience can count on me being on the air at 6 o'clock. So I'm gonna go ahead and push this back another half an hour for the very last time. Beast Ninja 007 says, "Hey Donovan, my sister is a wall-hitting, six-figure earning black woman who I've been pushing to work out more and dress up. How the fuck do I help her besides that? She's 9 years my senior." I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, man, I don't even want to call them black women. Dude, women are stubborn, man. My guess is, listen, if your sister's a 6, then yeah, she's probably, listen, man, she's dated her share of dudes. She probably doesn't think that she needs to change anything. As far as she's concerned, being a 6 and earning 6 figures is, oh no, wait, you said a wall hitting 6 figure. If she's half decent looking, she's not going to change. She figures, all right, look, I'm making 6 figures. This is all I need. I can attract a man. Women, listen, man, I would love to help your sister, just like I would love to help mine, but dude, women don't take constructive criticism very well at all. They just don't. Listen, I'm guilty of the same thing. Sometimes I don't take constructive criticism very well. This is just how I am. And if I'm like this, then women are 10 times worse. The only thing you can really do is maybe send her a few links. A lot of women like to hide behind the whole, "It's not what you say, it's how you say it," as an excuse to discount the advice or the insight that you're giving them. But they always give themselves enough rope to hang themselves with. So let me adjust my mic here. There we go. Much better. All right, there we go. Excellent. Slight Aim, shout out to you, says, quote, "Finally made it on the live show. Great stuff, Donovan. Appreciate that. Thank you." Beast Ninja 007 says, "The red pill makes knowing her dating circle is fucked by how much she earns and being a black woman tough." Yeah, dude. Listen, man, I said this in the show. I think I said it on O'Shea's show. The more money a woman earns, the more status, the more influence. The further she moves up the corporate ladder, the further she shrinks her pool of potential suitors. This is just how it is. Women want to date up. They want to marry up. They want to fuck up. And the more money they earn, the less men she's going to be attracted to. Because get this, 007, your sister is not going to be attracted to men who don't make 6 figures. This is just how it is. And unfortunately for her, most men don't make 6 figures. So now she has shrank her dating options. So I don't know, send her a link. Maybe if it comes from you, maybe she'll take it a little more seriously. Kobe Anthony, shout out to you. Good to see you in here. Freelance Ronan says, "Don't forget to like the video." Abso-fucking-lutely. Like the video, guys. Definitely like the video. I'll be back on my main channel, the big channel, on Christmas Day. Yes, I will be doing a show on Christmas Day. So like the video. Let's increase the profile of the show. I'm trying to get 100 videos or 100 likes per video. ETF42, shout out to you, my friend. Great commenter. Says, "She must earn your trust every day. You must earn her respect every day." I could not have said that better myself. Trust is something that women take for granted. Trust is something that women think they only have to earn one time. but they have to earn it every day, because men who know what women are really like, listen, we understand all the temptation out there. We understand how easy it is for them to cheat. By the same token, men, we need to understand that we need to earn our woman's respect every day. I mean, dude, if we can hit the reset button for no reason at all, then she damn sure can hit the reset button. Your woman can have all the respect. Now, granted, the more, how can I put this? The longer you're with a woman, the longer you've established that dominance, the longer you've been with her, the more leeway she's going to give you. Because anybody can have a bad day, right? Like, dude, sometimes I fail shit tests. I'm Donovan fucking Sharp, and every once in a while, I'll fail shit tests. It happens. As far as I know, my girl hasn't lost attraction to me, but, you know, the fact that I've got a little bit of time in with her, it gives me a little bit of leeway. But I can't make a habit of it. Otherwise, she's going to lose respect for me, and she's going to be out the fucking door. It's the same thing with trust. Yeah, your woman can build that trust with you, and every once in a while she can slip up. Oh, wait, no, she fucking can't. Because the minute your woman does something untrustworthy is the minute you're done. Period. Oh my God, that's a double standard. Don't give a fuck. I do not give a shit. Colby Anthony says, hey Donovan, is Atlanta, Georgia a good place to practice game since it's a lot of women and not many straight men there? No. Dude, Atlanta is a fucking cesspool, man. It is. Listen, man, when I lived in Atlanta, I lived in the good part. I lived in Buckhead. Plenty of white girls, plenty of Latinas out there. And, you know, I successfully ran game out there, but it's a very small community, man. Like it's very small. Atlanta's one giant fucking ghetto, dude. It really, really is. So, no, Atlanta is not a, I mean, listen, you can, if you want to cut your teeth, you know, if you want to lift weights and double gravity, I guess, as it were, yeah. Maybe that's why listen, maybe this is why I hit the ground running when I moved to Vegas, because when I was in Atlanta, dude, gaming girls was fucking hard, man. Like, I had a little bit of success, but not much. Dude, I came out to Vegas, man. It was like shooting fish in a barrel. Straight up. I mean, I hate to break it to you, but no, I do not hold Atlanta in the right. Listen, other guys might tell you something differently. I'm telling you what I experienced. Unspoken Tomcat, shout out to you. Says, quote, my grandpa taught me that if she don't want to spend money on you, then fuck her and move on. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Yeah, she has, just like Black Gnostic Speaks says, she's got to have skin in the game, man. A woman has to invest more in a relationship other than pussy. It's easy for them to give away the pussy, all right? You have to make her, not only, you don't have to make her invest more, she has to feel compelled to invest in the relationship. Time, money, attention, etc. Pussy's easy to give away. Everybody's giving that away. It's the other stuff that she needs to bring to the table. Shout out to Mr. Demetrius with the $5 super chat. I appreciate that very much. Thank you guys very much. Remnant Melanoid, good to see you in here. Shout out to you. TB, shout out to you. I don't think I've seen you in here before. He says, quote, Donovan, you are correct. They want to fuck up, and they generally do fuck up their life. Yes. Yes. He also says, Remnant Melanoid says, the men who make six figures are really picky. Well, they can be. They make six fucking figures, man. Like, they can fuck hotter chicks than men who don't. But Astray Tarleton, good to see you in here. Shout out to you. Says, found out good girl. I'm talking to likes ex's posts and possibly messages him. Haven't found proof for it later. I'm misunderstanding that. V. Megalopolis, I think I've seen you in here before. If not, a shout out to you. Says, hey, Don, what are your thoughts on the alpha male version presented in Californication? How is red-pilled Hank Moody? If you haven't seen the show, definitely recommended. No, I have not seen the show. It's actually been recommended to me by Rollo Tomasi, so I might have to check that out. Freelance ETF42 says, there are no double standards between men and women because the genders are not the same. They cannot be held to the same standard. Yeah, ETF42 is dropping knowledge. Congratulations, ETF42. You are TSR Live's newest moderator. You've been there since the start, man. You were actually the inspiration for the episode Why Do So Many Men Reject the Red Pill? You've obviously got red pill awareness, red pill knowledge. I feel like I can trust you, so welcome to the club. Freelance Ronan says, ATL is Mecca to hood bitches. Yes. Fuck yes. Dude, Atlanta's one giant fucking hood, man. Straight up and down. Beast Ninja 007 says, are there any other cities that you think are fuck no's for gaming? Oh, God, I'd go Atlanta's definitely number one. Shit. Nope. Nope. I think Atlanta's just about it. I mean, Roosh has talked about how Toronto is a bad place for men, a bad big city. Phoenix, Arizona is an excellent place to run game. I got a buddy who lives out there, and it's a lot like Vegas, only less ritzy. Same environment, same kind of girl. Dude, there are hot girls running all around Phoenix. Woo! Great place to run game in Phoenix. Okay, well, let's continue on with these abilities. So the number 6 ability that a woman has to have in order to be considered for long-term companionship relationship by a red pill aware male is likability. A lot of dudes out here with women they don't like, okay? They like fucking her. They like that she's hot. They like having a good-looking girlfriend, but they don't like her, all right? Don't like her personality. The girl's either a bitch or she just has the kind of personality that not many people like. And newsflash, guys, really hot girls have shitty personalities, man. Especially, listen, especially girls who've been good looking their entire lives. If you're going to spend time with a woman, if you're going to go places with her, if you're going to create memories with her, she has to be likable, guys. No, I'm not talking about like a doormat fake girl who bends over backwards to please everybody, because those kinds of girls, they're always one look away or one snide comment away from losing her shit and killing like 6 people. All right, I'm talking about a woman who's easygoing, easy to talk to, has a likable disposition, someone who's affable. Girls who are unlikable are also hard to deal with around your friends and family. Guys, no guy wants to always have to be explaining why his girl is being antisocial, or why his girl's acting like a brat, or why his girl has resting bitch face all the time. That shit gets old quick. That shit gets old quick, and there's no reason to stop seeing your friends and family because your woman has a shitty attitude. Number 7, affordability. A needy female isn't necessarily a bad thing. I've talked about this before. Women need men for a lot of different reasons, and if you're the kind of man who can meet those needs, you'll get along well if you are compatible with her. But a woman who requires substantial financial investment to be with her is bad for a man's bottom line, is bad and bad for his life. Now, what do I mean by bad for a man's bottom line? Here's what I mean. A woman who requires expensive dinners all the time, okay? Expensive dinner and drinks all the time on your tab. A woman who wants you to send her a $200 bouquet to her job on Valentine's Day so she can be the belle of the ball at work. A woman who doesn't understand the value of a dollar and makes suggestions without considering the financial implications. There are too many women out here who say shit like, "Hey, Donovan, let's fly down to San Diego for the weekend. It'll be fun." Yeah, of course it'll be fun for you. You don't have to fucking pay for it. All right. There's also a lot of women out here with expensive habits they can't afford. They got to wear the best shoes. They got to wear the best clothes. They got to have the latest, greatest iPhone. Fucking $1,000 for a goddamn phone. The latest tech gadgets. They got to eat all. They got to eat at all the best restaurants, and on and on and on. This is a woman who is not affordable. Yes, it's okay to spend a little extra coin to have a good time every once in a while, but your woman needs to be okay with staying in and watching a movie, or doing something inexpensive like bowling or riding go-karts or something like that. If a woman has expensive habits and expensive taste, you'll go broke, and a woman is not even close to worth going broke over. Not even close. Number 8, accountability. This is something that most women struggle very, very badly with. Women these days never own up to their responsibility for anything, guys. And I'm not exaggerating. If she cheats on her husband, it's not her fault for being a slut. It's his fault for not being attentive. If she's overweight, it's not her fault for not watching her diet and skipping the gym. She'll blame her genetics or her busy schedule. If a woman gets fired from her job, it's because her boss is a bitch and has nothing to do with the fact that she sucked at her job. If a woman cannot be accountable to you for her behavior, she's got to go. Period. Point blank, period. She's not going to cut it, guys. Red pill aware men are quick to call a woman out on bad behavior. This is what we do. Watch your tone. Sit like a lady. Stop being a fucking bitch. We're not afraid to check a woman in public or in private. But if a woman's always giving you excuses as to why she's not behaving the way you've trained her to behave, then she's not accountable. She's going to make excuses for everything And she's going to make excuses for everything, including why she engages in behaviors conducive to cheating. That's what this is really about, right, guys? Which is exactly why she makes excuses in the first place. She does this so you'll ease up and give her the space and the margin she needs to cheat. I've got no time for women who cannot verbally acknowledge that they're wrong, and 5%ers shouldn't either. Number 9, this is an important one. Vulnerability. Women foolishly think that being emotionally vulnerable is a weakness, but they're only half right. It is a weakness for men. Because if a woman knows a man is emotionally vulnerable, she'll lose respect for him, okay? She'll keep it under her hat and then exploit it when she's ready to jump ship. That's when that happens. A woman who's emotionally vulnerable is a woman who's feminine. Men don't want to be with a woman who has a... We don't want to be women who have a hard, bitter, sullen exterior. Okay? We don't want girls who are guarded all the time. We don't want women who close themselves off emotionally because it's a masculine trait, and men don't want masculine women. Being vulnerable, guys, or being invulnerable, rather, is another characteristic that girls pretend to have because it's what they want in a man, right? We've heard this before. Women always try to be exactly what they're attracted to, and it never works. If you want a man, don't act like one. Be vulnerable. If you have feelings for a guy, let him know. Okay? Don't act like you don't care because he's going to assume that you don't care, then he's going to check out. Why would you want a man to commit to you? Why would a man commit to you if you act like you don't care? Okay? Why would he put in more effort if you lead him to believe that you don't want to make the effort? Don't be that bitch who keeps her feelings hidden because you think it'll make him chase you more, okay? Like all that shit that you read in Cosmopolitan magazine. That shit only works for dudes who are thirsty, and women don't like thirsty men. Relationships happen in real life, ladies, and I'm talking to ladies here. Relationships happen in real life, okay? They don't happen in movies, they don't happen in magazines, they don't happen on TV shows. It happens right outside in real fucking life where the real rules apply. Not theories or anything like that. It's real shit. Men of value commit to women who aren't afraid to let them know, hey, I have feelings for you and I want to be with you. Just because it's unattractive to you when men do it doesn't mean it's unattractive when you do it, all right? Don't pay attention to movies like Wedding Crashers or some silly narrative that a girl who falls too quickly for a guy and lets him know scares him away. If you like a guy, let him know. Now, I'm not saying be that creepy chick, okay? Don't be creepy about it. Don't start talking about kids or meeting his parents or anything like that. But completely hiding your feelings is equally foolhardy, all right? Be vulnerable. Vulnerability is attractive to the men you are attracted to. Trust me on this one. And number 10, the number 10 ability, the number 10 most important ability that women need to have to be considered for long-term relationships by red pill-aware men is salvageability. Unless you meet a girl who was raised in a convent from birth, was never exposed to the internet, never exposed to feminism, and kept away from any and all social media, and has never laid her eyes on a male in her life, every single woman you meet is going to be damaged to some degree. And I mean, and listen, I mean emotionally and psychologically damaged as a result of taking an abundance of cocks over an extended period of time. Listen, let's not mistake what we're talking about here, guys. Anytime anyone talks about a damaged woman, it is directly related to sex. Doesn't matter what happened in her life, whatever it was, whatever it is or was, it always manifests itself into slutty behavior. Grew up without a father? Slut. Seen some fucked up shit as a kid? Slut. Verbally abused by her mother? Slut. Doesn't matter what it is a woman goes through as a kid. If it's bad in some way, shape, or form, she becomes a slut no matter what. It's the only behavior a woman is capable of engaging in that has any real consequence to her as a person. Now, if she's a slut, she's obviously taken a lot of cock. And the more dick a woman has taken, the more damaged she is. Even if she has never had a fucked up sexual experience in her life. If every time she had sex, it was blissful lovemaking in red silk sheets with candles lit and violins playing in the background, doesn't matter. If a woman's ridden the carousel, she's damaged. That's just all there is to it. Now, to what degree a woman is damaged depends on a few different factors, and that's another show for another time. That said, even though most women are damaged, most of them surprisingly are relatively salvageable, and I use that term loosely. They can be repaired to a degree to at least mimic or resemble a woman who could make a decent significant other for maybe an extended period of time. Maybe, okay? But guys, you gotta have a firm hand, okay? You've got to be steeped in red pill truth to tame a woman who's taken 100+ cocks in her life. You got to have dictator level leadership, draconian level reprimands, and you've got to have balls of steel, guys. All right. Anything less than that, and your woman is going to walk all over you, as damaged women are prone to do. And if she's damaged beyond repair, guys, she's not salvageable. Okay. If she has genuinely been raped, meaning she was forced to have sex against her will, she's not salvageable. If she was sexually abused or molested as a child, she's not salvageable, guys. If she's been fucked by more than one guy at the same time, she's not salvageable. She's damaged beyond repair. If she's one of those Dubai sluts who went overseas and got fucked by fish and got served a fucking shit sundae in her mouth, she's not salvageable. If she is engaged in an orgy, she's not salvageable. Women who have been involved in vile sexual acts cannot be salvaged, and attempting to salvage the unsalvageable is a fool's errand at best, emotional and financial suicide at worst. Plenty of ways to contribute to TSR. You can do it via Super Chat right here in the chat. You can also do it via PayPal through the link at the bottom of my homepage, donovansharp.com. Or if you're a little short on cash, you can always bookmark the Amazon link at the top of my homepage and do all your Amazon shopping through that link, and you will be supporting the show at no cost to you. So, as we round third and head for home, let's do one last check of the chat here. Unspoken Tomcat says, pussy's given away like free condoms. Yeah, pretty much. That's how it is. Pussy's cheap, man. Pussy's very, very cheap. Sage Wisdom says, a man should not have to work harder to win a woman over than she has to in order to win him over. Yeah, this is the mentality that you need to take as a man. The world would have women believe that we need to be all of these things to women in order to win them over. The only thing women bring to the table is the way they look. All right, we have to bring so much more, and if we come close to even half of that stuff, then we're out of most women's leagues. That's just all there is to it. Logic Wins, good to see you in here. Shout out to you. He says, I don't think six-figure dudes are getting pussy like that. A lot of the dudes who go to PUA camps are doing well financially. They'd have to be able to afford those camps. Now, I would agree with that. Listen, remember, when I say 5%er, I mean a 5%er, as in 5% of men who are not only aware of red pill truth, but who put it into practice. Listen, I would say that a good 50 to 60% of men are aware of red pill truth, but only a small percentage of those people have the balls to actually put it into action. A lot of guys have heard of the red pill. A lot of guys have heard of Roosh. A lot of guys have heard of me, Rollo Tomasi, etc., etc. Not a lot of guys actually put this shit into practice. Those are the 5%ers of the world. The men who understand women and put the practical knowledge into action. The men who live this shit. So yeah, listen, this includes six-figure dudes. Those guys might have red pill knowledge. They're not putting it into action. They're not applying it, and this is why they pay for the boot camps. Good point. Jeopardy Clark says, what about Memphis? Is that a good place I'm in to run game? I've driven through Memphis, Tennessee. I've been through Nashville, but I've never run game in either city. Freelance Ronan says, yep, my Ratchet X moved down there. Gravity74, good to see you in here. Aunt James, good to see you in here. Running a little late, I see. No big deal. Aunt James, in case you hadn't heard, TSR Live now starts at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 3 Pacific. Banastri Tarleton says, side note, a lot of hot girls are on sugar daddy websites. My buddy found out the girl he was with fucking one. Listen, dude. Hot girls are community property. They never belong to anyone. They belong to the community. And when hot girls these days, they're never going to settle down. The only time a hot girl will ever settle down is with a rich guy. And even with sugar daddy sites, they're not even trying to settle down with those guys. Listen, hot girls are community property. Okay, listen, dude, I've dated hot girls before. All right, I've dated 9s and 10s. Dude, I know my days are numbered with them. It's just my turn. Aunt James confirms what I said. Yes, Phoenix is wide open when it comes to gaming. They always have some type of event there almost every weekend. Yeah, dude. Phoenix it's the desert, so it's always hot, which means girls are not wearing that much clothing, and it's a college city. I highly recommend that. Anti-Gravity 74 asks Sharp. Okay, all right. Sharpest is taking care of that. Sage Wisdom says, stay away from any woman who uses the phrase high maintenance when she describes herself. Unspoken Tomcat says, man, I am loving those photos of all the chicks are smoking hot. Yep. That's my look good, cook good, clean good series there. So the first column on the left, that's girls looking good. Second column in the middle, it's girls cooking good. Third column, girls cleaning, doing laundry, washing dishes, doing whatever they have to do. These are the requirements. Listen, looking good is only part of the equation. You got to cook good and clean good. That's how it goes. Jeopardy Clark says, is there any reason a red pill aware man would want to be in an LTR? Yes, as a matter of fact, there would be. Listen, I'm as red pill as there is on the internet right now. And yeah, I mean, I've decided to try my hand at a long-term relationship again. Yeah, the reason why I decided to do it is because the game is a grind, man. Like, I discovered the red pill 8 years ago, and yeah, I smashed a lot of pussy, had a lot of had a lot of fun, visited a lot of places. The red pills changed my life, but at some point, for me, I knew I had to grow up. I'm 40 years old. I just turned 40. For me, I can't see myself smashing pussy my entire life. At some point, I figure I'm going to settle down. If it doesn't work out with this girl, okay, I'll start smashing pussy again, and maybe I find someone long-term, maybe I don't. But the grind of game is real, man. Like, dude, the amount of women that you have to approach to get laid on a regular basis, it's not worth it. The only reason why we do it as PUAs, as game aware, red pill aware men, is because I'm not trying to pay for pussy. All right. I mean, we pay for it indirectly, but dude, you can't get pussy comes from women. Nothing else feels like it. I'm not a fleshlight guy. I do not masturbate. So dude, if I need to shoot my load, I need to stick my dick in a chick. That's the only reason why. Listen, that's a very good question. If you're a red pill aware male, it would seem that there's really no reason to get into a long-term relationship. But listen, I'm living proof that yes, the grind of game, it gets old. It does. It gets very tiring. Shout out to TB. $5 super check says, quote, red pill knowledge brings a man to awakening. No need for a woman's approval or acceptance to validate us as men. 100% right, man. I could not have said that any better myself. Yeah, that's 100% truth. Well said. ETF42 says sex is such an emotional experience for women no matter what feminism tells them. Dude, I say this all the time, man. Women can pretend, oh, it's just sex, it's just dick. This is why women become damaged. This is why women become psychologically and emotionally damaged from fucking a lot of dudes, because it is an emotional experience for them. And when they cease to be emotionally connected through sex, it damages them. They're like, dude, why can I not become emotionally connected to this dude? This is what we call pair bonding. Like they're fucking a guy, they like him, they think they might even love him, but they think to themselves, why can I not emotionally connect to this guy? That's because you've taken 248 cocks. That's why. Women don't love the same as men. That's just that's really all there is to it. Let me move the date over just a little bit. I'm going to do some TSR magic here for you. Oh, wait a minute. I'll do that. I guess I'll do that another time. Me being a perfectionist. Jeffrey A, shout out to you, said hot girls belong to the game. That's exactly right. Hot girl, like I said, listen, hot girls are like brand new cars. Like, you should never really buy them because they depreciate in value as soon as they're off the lot. The brand new cars are going to be owned by several people before they're all done. Very rarely do people ever completely pay for a brand new car. They either sell it or they're leasing it. It's just like hot girls, they're community property. That's how it is. TB says Gulf Coast of Florida is great for gaming. Tampa, St. Petersburg, especially if you own or have access to a sailboat. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of TSR Live. Guys, follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Also follow me on Instagram. The Sharp Reality, no spaces, all one word. Make sure to bookmark the Amazon link at the top of my homepage to do all your Amazon shopping through that link to support the show at no cost to you. Talk to you guys tomorrow.